We need to get everybody ready for potential severe weather as we go through the afternoon and into the evening. Chances for storms. We do have a weather impact alert. We're going to break down the threats right now. Level 3, that's an enhanced risk. That's for Northern Virginia, Maryland, Delaware, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, West Virginia into Ohio and Kentucky. We have a level 2 threat here across Hampton Roads and down into North Carolina. But this is a change that the Storm Prediction Center made. They had the threat for tornadoes just a level 1, meaning there is a 2% chance of a tornado forming within 25 miles of any given point. Well, they've upped it to now a 5% chance, so they've more than doubled the risk of tornadoes with potential storms later this afternoon. Doesn't mean we're absolutely going to see tornadic development, but it does mean that with some of these cells, rotation is more likely than what we were looking at previously, and folks do need to be mindful that there could be some tornadoes that develop anywhere from the eastern shore, northern neck, middle peninsula, and the south side Hampton Roads. As you go farther south, that risk of tornadoes diminishes and out to the west as well. But certainly for the metro area and areas to the north, we do need to stay weather aware. Wind gusts, damaging wind gusts in excess of 50 or 60 miles per hour possible, especially to the north. The farther north you go, the greater the risk there, especially for the eastern shore up around Accomack, the northern neck, parts of the middle peninsula out towards Richmond. There is about a 45% chance you could see some damaging wind gusts with a line of storms coming through sometime late today or this evening. For the Hampton Roads area, the metro, it's more like 30%, then it drops down to 15%. And 5% into North Carolina. And again, this is within 25 miles of any given point. But basically, once you get up to that level 3 and 4, the northern areas, especially gusty, potential damaging winds become more likely. For tomorrow, level 2 threat across the region, general thunderstorms. There's still a slightly elevated risk of tornadoes with tomorrow's storms as well. Plenty to watch for us here. We've got a frontal boundary off to the northwest. We've seen some development of storms already this morning, so I think the model's kind of underplaying it a little bit. You see the line here that's developed across the north part of the Chesapeake Bay up towards Tangier and reaching over now to Accomack County. Down to the south, we're dry right now, but we're going to see chances for storms to develop late afternoon and into the evening. Some of those could be strong, possibly severe. You see a little bit more of this development. This is with the HER model here. You see how it really develops some of the storms coming through overnight. And then again tomorrow, more showers and storms potentially with more severe weather potentially during the afternoon. Here's a look at the graph model. And this one, again, kind of underplaying it. I think for a while there are better chances for storms to develop late afternoon and into the evening. We'll keep an eye to all of this and let you know what does develop. As we go through the afternoon on Wednesday, you see more showers and storms and that likelihood into early Thursday as well. Showers and storms Thursday morning. The focus then shifts a little farther to the south into North Carolina and along the coast. All right, some good news now. Air quality has been better. It was green this morning. Right now it's moderate, so we've gone from good to moderate, but we don't have the dense smoke. Remember, when we were showing you this last week, we had many areas in red and some of the burgundies, the deep purples, showing you poor air quality off to the north. It is good to see the improvements today. All right, grass, weed pollen, both low. Mold is also low, so no problems there. If you're going to the beaches, stay weather aware this afternoon. Low risk of storms at the beaches, but there might be something popping up. UV index still very high. Out on the water, small craft advisories going up. Know that there could be special marine warnings as well, so you do want to pay close attention to the radar for developing storms later today. Hot and humid, temperatures low 90s today. Feels like temperatures in excess of 100. Tonight's low near 79, variably cloudy. And then tomorrow back to 89. Muggy and warm, strong storms possible. It will be cooler Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Into the weekend, another warm up Sunday into Monday.